Hi, my name is Rebekah. I have gastroparesis and severe food allergies, and I've been feeding tube dependent for the last 15 years, and I always will be. Today, I wanted to talk a bit about my relationship with food because, well, it's complicated and it's not complicated at the same time. And here's why. So even though I can eat orally, it isn't without consequences. And by that, I mean whatever I eat has to be able to drain out of the gastric portion of my feeding tube. If you aren't familiar with feeding tube terms, that means it has to be able to flush out of my stomach. Otherwise, I will throw it up, and it's not a fun experience overall. Now, I couldn't always eat things orally. I actually went through a 10-year period where I could not eat any foods orally. And I'll talk about that in a different video for time's sake. I know this is not going to be the only part or the only video where I talk about food because there's a few that I want to make. So my safe foods are apples, peaches, pears, bananas, bacon, and romaine lettuce. I don't really have an explanation for the romaine lettuce. I guess I didn't really... I thought it would have flavor. It doesn't, but I mean, hey, I can make a fruit salad. Now, I do want to heavily emphasize that while I can eat food now, that does not mean that I will ever be able to eat food for a nutritional purpose, because I will not be able to. And that does not mean that everyone who cannot eat due to a paralyzed stomach will ever be able to eat again. Because you have to remember, everyone's different. Not everyone with gastroparesis has to have a feeding tube. Not everyone with gastroparesis ends up not being able to eat orally or anything like that. It's different person to person. So just because I went through a span where I can't eat orally, but now I can, it doesn't mean that I got better in a sense, because I didn't. I just learned that I can adjust my diet a little bit to be able to eat a little bit for a pleasure purpose, but it will never be for a nutritional purpose. With that being said, I will answer any questions that you guys have below in the comments. Don't be afraid to ask. I'm really open talking about this. Thanks for watching.